Hello friends and welcome back to another episode on the IBCraft server. I'm TDQ and we did it. We've got 12 of the masons in the stonemason house. We're going to do more with that house. Not today, but we're going to do more with that house. Now, what that means is I can start working on other villagers. And I believe that Kev will just start selling blaze rods, which means we can get all the brewing stands we need to get our cleric villagers together. And that's definitely another category of villager that we want to go through. But today, we're not doing that. We're not doing any of that. I do want to take you over here just to show you something I've done off camera. And that's this. These are not creeper holes, although they look like them. This, dun dun dun, I've added another layer, and I've put some blackstone walls around. What do you think of that? I don't know if I really like it. I kind of want to make this extend out into a point, because if we take a look from right here, in fact, not do that. Let's just go up. I don't think this is going to go up far enough. But yeah, do you see that shape? Kind of a bow tie shape. I want to round that out and make it more of a battle axe shape. That is the plan. Again, not the plan today. Just wanted to show you that I did get another layer on, and in doing so, we're getting quite a bit of gunpowder. And of course, our sugarcane snowflake is doing wonderfully for the paper, and I have way more than I need. But yeah, that's the updates. Let's go to the shopping district, see if we've made any more diamonds, and I'll bring you back. Well, no sales. Okay, so we have all of our masons up to quartz level, and we've got a whole bunch of terracotta stuff now. So we're going to build ourselves a terracotta shop. And I kind of feel like I want to build it right here. Let's say right about here. Five high. And then close. So how's everyone doing today? I am doing fantastic. I am so happy to be back in this world, and I'm so happy to be getting these shops going. I need diamonds. I need diamonds badly, just to buy things. I get all my armor from my villagers, so that's not a big deal. But I do need to buy things, and I'd rather buy some things like blaze rods than actually have to go farm them. I do believe that there's a blaze spawner with my name on it, but I'm not ready for that yet. So I think this combination of clays actually looks really nice together. I'm gonna bump this wall out a bit. That way everything is actually on. Yeah, I think that's gonna look better. So what do you guys think of what I've been building here? Do you like it for a server? Do you like it in general? Are there things I could be doing differently? And I do know that I've been building with a lot of dirt, and that's not gonna stop today. Just to let you know, that's not gonna stop today. But we eventually get around to making things look prettier. I think we have some pretty buildings in our base, and some pretty buildings that are getting a little steampunky, which is kind of the point. Speaking of that point, the theme really is Flintstone steampunk. And having said that, it's going to look a lot chunkier than, not steampunk, what am I talking about? Cyberpunk. And so some of it's going to look a lot chunkier than it normally would, but I think that's going to be okay. I think that's going to look pretty cool once things are completed. Now, having said that, it's a Flintstone cyberpunk underneath a mountain, so you have to remember that as well. Everything is currently up to the sky and all that, but it is going to be dark everywhere that I don't light up, which is also why we want to use other things for floors, like the path blocks. Okay, and here is the big reveal. This is clay. This is the build. I'm missing a piece. Whoopsie-doo. Grab one out of here. Now obviously this isn't completely open for business. I don't really have the stock, but having said that, I think this building looks really cool. I really like it. Got to use some of the new blocks, some of the old blocks. Everything looks really nice in here. Could probably do with a crafting table, if I can find one. But otherwise, that is going to be it for this shop. Now we just got to make sure it's stocked. Okay, so now that we have our masons and we have our clay shop, we need a way to dye this clay. Because we can actually re-dye clays in this pack. And I'm going to take full advantage of that by just getting all the clay from the villagers and then trading it, then re-dyeing it rather, into whatever colors they're selling. So we're going to head towards our base, and we're going to see if there are any flower forests between here and there. I'll bring you back if I find one. Okay, so here we are, and we're at 1375 and negative 298. Now this is a flower forest, but it is also a sunflower field, or whatever they're called. And the reason that the reason that I did my flower farm in a sunflower field is because of cornflowers. I need blue dye, and I was not getting it from there whatsoever. And I tried to find one with a swamp next to it, but the swamp, turns out, doesn't give cornflowers. And I don't need light blue dye. And if I do need light blue dye, I can make it myself. So see, in the sunflower field, sunflower plains, there we go. These little guys are produced. And the cornflower will turn into blue dye. So, with that being said, I made a little path. I gotta finish that path. I didn't bring enough dirt. I made a little path over from my big name and my portal to this. And this is super simple, so I wasn't gonna have you guys watch as I did it. But basically, it's just to loop 2 different pistons at 2 different times. Then you come down here, and these all update this, which is full of bone meal. And power up MVK, just got zombie doctor. That's awesome. Another person who likes to deal with villagers on the server is always a good thing. So we turn this on, and as you can see, it goes crazy. We don't have any kind of collection, so we're kind of just standing here to collect things. And when you feel we have collected enough, you come over here, turn it off, and we can just come here, pick everything up. And we stopped it a little short, so we had to clean up a little bit, but that's fine. And we come over here, and we deposit the seeds, that way it makes us some more bone meal for when we need it. And so we got poppies, we got oxeye daisies, we got cornflowers, we got dandelions. And these can turn into yellow and red, respectively. And those can turn into orange. That can turn into purple. And I have all my cactus at home to get green, so that I can get... Where are you? Here dyes. Did I drop my dyes box? Here's the clay box. Okay, so the dye box is most likely at... Oh, here it is. There we go. There's my dye box. So yeah, I did some farming before, got a whole bunch of dyes, made a whole bunch of cyan, and I've been using it to transform all the clay. Oh, already here. To transform all of the clay that I've been getting into cyan, because that seems to be the big money maker right now. I've got some cyan, I've got some white and light gray as well. Some arrow blocks, because arrows are always a good thing, and some gray glazed terracotta, which I think just looks super cool, and it's what I built my shop out of. So we've been filling up the shop and buying the clay from the villagers in turn, and coming over here when we need the flowers. I have no rockets on my hotbar. So let's head back to the base. Oh, and speaking of the shops, I have 3 shops going currently. And that would be the bookshop, the clay shop, and my pop-up rocket shop. And this is how much I've made just in the past couple days from those shops. So things are going pretty well, I must say. Oh, also, in case you were wondering, yes, I found my valuables chest, which is how I found my chest plate and my netherite. Woohoo! So I'm super happy about that, because that was a disaster. It turns out I left it down the spider hole that I was pranked with. So let's head back to base, and I'll meet you there. Let's try a new editing. Huh? And we're back at base, and it is bedtime, so let's take a nap. So if we take a look here, the only one we don't have named at this point is nothing. Every single color is officially named. That's 15, 16. I do have one for bulk, which is empty. I do have one for gunpowder, which is not empty. And I've got all the quartz that I need to bring over to the spawn so that we can start work on that project. Apparently this got blown up. I don't believe I was here for this. So, what's up? What happened here? Do I have any slabs? I don't, but I have some polished andesite, so we can just quickly clean this up. Good as new. Almost. Yeah, now it's good as new. I need more shulker boxes. Hello, kitties. So we've got our flower farm all worked out, and it's getting us all the dyes we need for all the clay we need. So I think now it's time to finally fix this iron, because this is really bothering me. So we're going to fix this up and make it so that there is no annoying thing right here, and it's just going to all be a pleasant drop. So I'll bring you back when that's finished. So as we take a look from above, I'm just leveling everything out and digging all of this out as well, which means I have to also get rid of the water and the lava and each of these little pods. We are going to make this as redstone-less as possible. There's a lot of lag going on in my base. I already took the cactus farm down. I'm going to build it up in a smaller way shortly, but I want to also get rid of all these redstone components that are really unnecessary. We're killing them with lava. It's not like we're killing them by suffocating them in a block. So the lava doesn't need any redstone. The collection really doesn't need any redstone besides some hoppers. So we're gonna completely remove these, but first make sure we have all of the sides filled out so that we can remove the bottoms and they still drop into the same place. And just like that, we get some blackstone back, as well as some smooth stone, so that's not bad. Also, all of these bars that I used, I don't know if they're going to be in the final build. That's something I wanted to ask you guys about. So here's the shape, the basic shape, and it's going to be a cross shape, and in the middle is going to be the collection area. And that's going to be bigger. We're going to have some item sorting there so we can get the flowers immediately into a composter. We don't want those things waiting around because we want some... We want some bone meal now for everything we want to do. We want to do a small bone meal bamboo farm. We need bone meal. So we're going to fill this floor out now that we know the dimensions of the inside build. And we're going to try to make it look as pretty as possible. And by that I mean shaped right. Obviously this is all dirt. Obviously this is going to change, but I wanted to get the definite shape down before we take down the rest of the blackstone and the smooth stone, because those were actually already on the level. The other two have been brought down to their level, so they're all on the same level at this point, and now they go down even further. Now where I was collecting them originally was not interfering with the iron golem spawns whatsoever, but it never hurts to be lower. So now I'm making the bubble column after it gets blown up by creepers repeatedly. Now I'm making the bubble column that will bring up all of the items. And as well as the item sorter system. Now, because of the placement, it is going to extend slightly into that one drop chamber, but it shouldn't be far enough as the chamber was much smaller to begin with to interfere in any way. Well, we'll see what the lag does, because the lag seems to let them move side to side a little bit in the air, not realizing that they're not on a block. And we're going to replace all these dirt blocks over here with glass. So at least you get to see one pretty thing today. But obviously that's not finished. I am going to hide the hoppers with some sort of block. But I haven't, again, decided on the block palette for this. I just wanted to get some building done. We are going to use white stained glass, just so we can look into the drop chambers. And now we're building up the walls. And these walls are going to be higher than they were. This is going to be quite an imposing building, I feel. So we're going to go all around, make sure the walls are lined up as well. And then in the middle, we're going to be higher as well. It's like a little tower. And there we are. Last aerial view of the new place. And yes, I know, it's dirt. That's fine. We are going to... Sure hope that doesn't... Sure hope they don't fall into that. But this is going to be our collection system for the iron farm. And we're going to have doors somewhere, haven't decided where yet, to get in here and get to our iron. Which is doing really well for itself. That is still incredibly loud, even though it's all the way down here. I was hoping that would not be as loud, but I guess it still is. But yeah, so that is the project for today. Now, we are not going to be putting the real blocks in yet. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to use. So we're gonna let you guys decide. In the comments below, let me know what you think we should build this out of. That shouldn't be stone, but that's fine. This is all going to be grass, because we're going to be transferring it to path blocks. But what do you think this should be built out of? And what do you think will match best with our other buildings? Ignore this one. That's going to go away. So this building, that building, this building, and our unfinished storage area. But yeah, I really like that shape. I really like the collection center. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But that's going to do it for us today. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Can we get this in the shot? Yes, we can. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because it really helps out the channel and it allows you to get notified. Speaking of notifications, don't forget to hit that bell to get notified when new videos come out. But until next time, thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.